Okay, are we live? That is the question to be asked here. Are we live or are we not? Yes or no? Yeah, okay, we're doing this early because I'm going on a holiday on Wednesday for a few days. And I'm also working Monday and Tuesday, so I'd like my sleep. And I got to leave at 4 a.m. On my flight day. But anyway, and also after I come back from that, I'm straight back to work. So yeah, this was the time to record it. Just hang on. Yeah, I can hear myself. All right, that's good. So I got 8. I got 8 out of 9. Pretty good. The last time I got 8 twice this year. The last time was because I predicted my own team to win and we lost. This time it's because I predicted the one team that's won every game, and they lost. So, that's intriguing. But I got everything else right. I took a couple risks. One of them was Collingwood beating Carlton. The other one, I think, was... Who was the other risk? It wasn't Richmond. It wasn't Sydney, I mean, sorry. It definitely wasn't Saints. Was it Gold Coast? I think it was Gold Coast. I looked at them thinking, that's a low percentage, I'll just go for them because I got a feeling they'll win. And they did. They smashed us. So yeah, I got Sydney right, only just, by 6 points. But I predicted the margin of 15. Obviously, it's just a tiebreaker, but one day I want to get the margin exactly correct with the correct result. It hasn't happened yet. I once got the margin right with the wrong result. Hello, Sammy. Same thing for you, yeah? Early Melbourne let you down. The one team that you can rely on to win is the one team that lets you down. That's actually crazy. I got Brisbane right to beat GWS. A fairly easy tip in hindsight, but it was only 14 points. Sorry, I can't. Yeah, it is actually. I was gonna say I can't count, but it is 14 points. Yeah, so it wasn't as clear cut as I expected it to be. Geelong beating Adelaide, got that correct. I mean, Geelong at GMHBA, they should really be beating Adelaide, and they did. Melbourne against Freo. I thought Melbourne would win, but Freo won. I'm happy for Freo though. I like Freo quite a lot, so I got a soft spot for them. Like Hawthorn's a team I support, and then in terms of the other 17 teams, I like Freo the most. So I like to see them do well, and them beating Melbourne away, that's massive for them, and they're currently third. So fair play. It's the most Freo thing to do for them to lose to Collingwood at home, and then go and beat the Premiers and the team that won every game this season away at the MCG. Fair play. I got Western Bulldogs correct to beat the West Coast Eagles. Fairly simple tip, over 100 points margin. That Gold Coast to beat Hawthorn. It seemed like most people picked Hawthorn, but I had a feeling, and my feeling was unfortunately correct. St Kilda to beat North. I got that right. One of the easier tips. That was my gauntlet tip. So I'm still in the gauntlet. I played it right with the Saints, clearly. And like 2 or 3 of you said that Collingwood would... Sorry, I lost the chat. Hang on, I'll be right back. I accidentally refreshed the page. You've got a feeling that Dockers may do. This is sorry coming after North giving... Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. After North giving Melbourne a run. Actually, let's not go there. Let's go here. Right, where's my last? It's here. It's here. There it is. Right, let me see here. Let me see here. Well, I was called crazy for saying Collingwood would beat Carlton. There we go. There's one. Pies won't beat Carlton. Pies won't beat Carlton. You sure, mates? Are you sure, mates? Oh, there was another one. I think he's deleted it. Someone said something really funny. Maybe I'll find it. Hang on. I just want to find just because it was a funny comment. I can't remember the exact comment. Where is he? Where are you? Look, this guy. Here we go. We found him. If Collingwood win, The federal election was rigged. I don't know what to reply to that, to be honest. If Collingwood win, the federal election was rigged. That's what he said. What about that guy who said Carlton to beat Bulldogs in round 2? But there are a few people saying that at least few people said that Collingwood would lose to Carlton. Look what I'm seeing right here. Right? Collingwood most of the time beat Carlton. That usually happens. So I just followed, what usually happens. Even though Collingwood had gotten worse, Carlton had gotten better, Collingwood seemed to find a way against the Blues. Only by 4 points though, so it wasn't like a ridiculous thing, but I had a feeling about this. And then Port Adelaide beat Essendon by 16 points. Got that correct. But yeah, despite taking a few risks, I got my risk correct. It's the one I got wrong was the most clear favourites you could ever think of. But yeah, my gauntlet tip was St Kilda and I got that right. But getting 8, with the one being wrong, would be the team that won every game losing for the first time. I'll definitely take that. So yeah, let's get on to round 12. It's not really a surprise. Sure, Carlton were favourites, but Collingwood winning was never a big upset. Yeah, well, according to my comments last week, that was not the case. Many people were saying, I say many, like 3-4 people, were saying that Carlton would win, that Collingwood would not beat Carlton. I'm just saying. Western Bulldogs, v Geelong. This could be quite interesting. Geelong obviously above the Bulldogs. Bulldogs not as consistent this year as they were last year. Last year they were almost equal with Melbourne at this stage. They did slip away eventually, but they still ended up making the grand final and stuff. They're not as consistent as they were last year. So I'd give Geelong a chance. I'm going to come back to this one because this is quite an intriguing game to me. Adelaide, I think, should be... Have I used Adelaide's gauntlet? I haven't used Adelaide's gauntlet. This is a potential gauntlet tip if I've ever seen one. And Gold Coast and North. Hey, there's gauntlet opportunities here to clear one of the lower teams. But do I do it on Adelaide or Gold Coast? Gold Coast, I think, will beat North. Melbourne. I mean, I say this, but if there's any game that North are going to win, they've won one, I know, but they could beat Gold Coast. It's realistic. Melbourne, this time I think should beat Sydney. I'm just counting on the fact that Freo was a one-off. We don't win often, but when we do win, we win big. Does that mean I risk it and say we beat Collingwood? I'm not sure. But risks are there to be taken. So I'm going to take the craziest risk ever in my own team and say that we'll beat Collingwood. Don't worry, Carlton, we'll get revenge for you. Hello, Bebop, how you doing? Freo, I think, will beat the Lions, although that will be a decent game as well. Preparing for 2022 videos. I don't even know if I'm doing those this year. I've just not had time. It was very confident Pies will beat Carlton. It's a trend. Carlton beat Collingwood as home team. Collingwood beat Carlton as home team. Dogs by 12. Crows by 57. Suns by 58. Demons by 9. Hawks by 10. Freo by 1. I'm not the only one saying Hawks will win then. You're recommending Adelaide as my gauntlet. Gold Coast have a game we can tip to the next round and or the one after it. Okay. Hello, Docker's lover. Please don't. Please don't what? In round 14 you have Gold Coast v Adelaide. Oh, okay. What if Adelaide won that game? But yeah, that is a interesting idea. Brisbane will beat Freo. Well, their away record is pretty good. But I'm counting on Freo. Lions will win. Bias. What's bias? No, I didn't forget to tip the first game. I'm going to do that in a second. I was thinking like this could go either way. So I'll just like I'll leave it till last, but I'm going to tip it in a bit. Round 12, you tip Dogs by 10, then Swans scoring with Lions. Right. I've already taken a risk with Hawthorn, and obviously you're not going to get a 9 in this round. It's the bye rounds for the next 3 rounds. But I'd like to take a risk. You know, I'm going to say Geelong to beat the Dogs by 8. There you go. Yeah, this sounds a bit crazy, but that's what I'm going with. So Geelong, Adelaide, Gold Coast, Melbourne, Hawthorn and Freo. All home teams apart from the top one. So yeah, I need to tip 5 this round. Well, I need to get 5, do I? The tip 5 is still going. Oh! Look, risks are there to be taken, mates. I'm taking a risk, and I know I'm still in this as well, but I'm taking a risk. Okay, the gauntlet is my calling. Let's do the gauntlet. Right. Why is it still saying this? It's still okay. I was gonna say I'm just like, why is it still saying the previous fixtures? Okay, so out of the teams that I could still pick from this round, I'm gonna still save Melbourne. I'm gonna save the Sydney Swans. They both got obviously playing each other. They're both good teams. Sorry, I might have just hit the mic. You might have heard a noise. But then you got these 4, right? You got 3 of the bottom 4 and 12th place. Let's go for the Adelaide Crows to beat the West Coast Eagles. Let's do that. Yeah, my gauntlet tip is Adelaide. This is intriguing, you know. Adelaide in this round, and then round 13. Round 13, what I'd have left, but North to beat GWS, that's possible, I guess. Aston, Carlton, Hawthorn in Perth. Melbourne, I guess. That's when Melbourne lost to Collingwood last year as well, didn't they? Can't remember. Adelaide are playing North in round 15, but will I still be in the gauntlet by then? That's the question right there. I might stick with Adelaide, because I can do Gold Coast here, it seems. But round 13 is a confusing one. That's the one I got to get through. And then I have West Coast left, and I don't know who on earth I'm going to put on them. This might be a time for Essendon, but I'm not sure. Okay, well I'm gonna stick with Adelaide. It was either that or Gold Coast. It was either that or Gold Coast. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with that. So yeah. I think Adelaide is my Gauntlet tip, and then these are my normal tips. Geelong, Adelaide, Gold Coast, Melbourne, Hawthorn, and Freo. Yeah. No tip against Essendon every week. Yeah, but you might win a game or two. Because look at West Coast. They've won a game. North have won a game. So, like, even the worst teams in the comp have won something. So, like, Essendon could get a win out of nowhere. It could happen. It can definitely happen. So, yeah. I guess we'll see how it goes down. We'll see how it goes down. I'm worried about flipping West Coast, though. My word. Well, when do I even pick them? Like, genuinely. Who they even beat? No, not Gold. They didn't beat Gold Coast. They beat Collingwood. What is this season? It's so unpredictable. It's actually mad. Flipping Collingwood. Adelaide, Geelong, Essendon, Richmond, Carlton, Hawthorn, St Kilda. Then you got. I don't think they'll win a game until Adelaide at home. I don't know, mate. The Western Derby is very late in the season, you know. Very late in the season. That's when I'm in Australia during that time. That's interesting. And then they got Geelong at GMHBA to end the season. Do I think Cats will make top 8? Probably. Who have North? Probably. I mean, what's the ladder? They're 6th already. We're getting to the halfway point. Maybe they could drop out. They're only one. Like, Collingwood only one win away from them. So Richmond and the Dogs as well. It's fairly close. Port Adelaide only 2 wins off. Well, 1 win off, actually. Obviously, I'm not counting for percentage, but they 1 win off equaling the Dogs in the A. Considering their start is not too bad, eh? Lost, what, the first 5 games? I'm in London. I'm going on holiday to Australia in August. Adelaide. Round 23, is it? Oh, yeah. Round 23 showdown. But let's, because I'm coming to Australia in these rounds. But I'm staying in Melbourne. So realistically, if I was to go interstate, I'd have to depend on the start times. Because if it's a night game, I wouldn't be able to make it. But if it was a daytime game, then I can get a morning flight and then come back at night. Sorry, I hit the mic again. I'm too close to the damn mic. Yeah, well, Geelong, that's not far away from Melbourne. At least not compared to other states. It's in Sydney. It's not even in Sydney, is it? It's like, it's a bit further out. Tasmania? That's a possibility. That wouldn't be a night game, would it? That wouldn't be... Who do I think will win the flag? Right now I think Melbourne, but that could change. But yeah, Melbourne looking the best team already. Again, 2nd year in a row. They'll be tough to beat in the finals, especially to make top 4. So, Carlton v Sydney in grand final. Carlton in the grand final, are you sure? I guess anything's possible. Watch a game? What do you mean? You mean watch one now? It's 4 a.m, mate. But when I go to, unless you mean like when I go on holiday to Australia, yeah, I'll be intending to watch at least a few games, yeah, at a stadium. I'm British. I love how everyone thinks I'm Australian. Like, I literally sometimes upload vlogs on here regarding Arsenal, who are in London. And then people still ask me, like, are you Australian? I'm just like, yeah, mates. I live in Australia. I'm just flying 15... I'm flying... It's 24 hours. I'm flying 24 hours every 2 weeks to watch Arsenal. It's not exaggeration, every 2 weeks. Because I'm working every weekend. I don't think I can get into Geelong's ground. What do you mean? Is that a joke about how narrow their stadium is, or what's going on? When we're going on Australia, I'm going to Melbourne. Well, my plane stops in Perth for a day, and then I fly to Melbourne. I'll be landing in the morning, a couple of days before round 21. But I'm planning some interstate trips. I want to go to Canberra, and I want to go to... did I pronounce that one right in my mask? I want to go to Sydney as well for a day. And those are for non-footballing reasons, just to explore. But yeah, like, since I was a kid, I've always wanted to explore Australia. Like, it's actually, like, it's been a dream holiday since I was a kid. But then I got into AFL after that, like, like a few years ago. And now I got another reason to come to Australia, so... goes hand in hand, really. You got your dream holiday, and you're watching a sport that comes from there. 2 in 1. You tick 2 things off your bucket list. You go to a place you want to visit, and then you also watch a sport you want to watch. You know, Geelong is hard to get tickets to. I see. Well, you know, if there's a chance, I'll try. If not, it is what it is. But yeah, then... Marvel Stadium is, I guess, possible. 2 at Marvel Stadium that round. Optus might be a bit out of range. I mean, it's not out of range, but it's a long flight. Adelaide Oval, if this was a day game, possible. Or even like Sunday games are normally early, right? So like any Sunday game or a Saturday day game. That's what... we looked at the wrong round all this time, didn't we? I looked at the wrong round. My bad. No, I didn't. I didn't look at it. Okay, I clicked on the wrong thing. Never mind. I looked at the right round. So you got Marvel, I got MCG. This is my number one priority, guys. This is what I want to see the most. If I only get to see one game of AFL in Australia, this is what I want. This is it. This is it. This would be it. And I'd be in Melbourne, so it doesn't matter if it's a night game or not. It's any time, mates. Ideally, the night games would be the Melbourne ones. That way, then again, like I wouldn't go interstate, watch a game, come back watching a game in Melbourne. I think that's a bit too extreme. SEG, that's possible. Adelaide. Okay, there's 2 games in Adelaide. There's something to be said. No, I just got confused because like I was looking at round 21, and then it went to round 11. I'm just like, how did that happen? That doesn't make any sense. How did I click a little bit to the left and it went round 11? But yeah, I'm just waiting for the AFL to announce these. Yeah, AFL needs to announce these, and then I can start booking flights. I booked flights to Australia, but I want to book flights within Australia. And to do that, I need to have a plan. And to have that plan, I need these times to be released. They have released it up to round 19. Up to round 19 is there. I need round 21 and 22 ASAP. ASAP! Hurry up! Actually, let's find a timeline, right? AFL Round 19 announcement. I've already searched it before. It doesn't say what date. Right. 19th of May they announced that. That was 11 days ago, right? They announced what? They announced 16 to 19. Right. Round 15 announcement, right? They announced this 19th of May. When did they announce this? April 27th. That's 3 weeks. They announced it 3 weeks apart. Okay. Hopefully by next week they've announced round 21. Because that's what I need. That's what I need. I need the fixture times for these rounds. I need to know the schedule. Yeah. You're early 10, you watched a game that ended at 11. Yeah, but I was talking about like night games because of interstate. Like I'm thinking about like potentially like flying from Melbourne to Sydney, watching a game and coming back home the same day. Not back home, but back to Melbourne. So like Melbourne to Sydney, watch a game, Sydney to Melbourne. But like if it was a night game in Sydney, I don't think I'd be able to get a flight back on the same night. So, yeah, even if I could, I'd have to be like running to the airport with all the traffic. I'm not sure. That's why I'm saying like for games outside Melbourne, I would need them to be day games or Sunday games. Then I can make it work. But for Melbourne games, it wouldn't really matter because I'm staying in Melbourne. But yeah, like I want to know the fixture announcement because like let's say for example there's a night game in Adelaide on Friday, right? Friday night in Adelaide, right? If that's the case, I can't go to that game, so I have an extra day to do something else, to go and explore. So like I want to go to Canberra, for example. I can go on that Friday if there's a game I can't go to. So I'm going to try and work it out based on that. That's why I need the fixture list first so I can plan everything. Both AFL and non-AFL plans. But what I do know is obviously Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed that there'll be no footy. So I guess we'll see. Because like, I think like, they do Thursday games for like a few rounds, then stop doing them. But I think they bring them back towards the end of the season, right? Something like that. Wait. No, they don't. They don't. Okay. So they'll have a Thursday as well. I thought they brought them back in like, it must have been the bye rounds. No, it's not the bye rounds. No, round 18. Yeah, they bring it back after the bye rounds, right? But then they stop. They do it for a few rounds. Yeah, they do it for like 4 rounds. Okay, never mind. I thought they did it at the end of the season and the start of the season. So what, in round 17, yeah, okay, you have Thursday games after the bye rounds. Or starting during the bye rounds. And then it's back to Friday. Okay, so no Friday games at all from round 8. No Thursday games at all from round 18. I see your fixture list. I see your fixture list. So I got an extra day to plan with. Okay. Anyway, but I still need to see. Like, I don't want to like go interstate every single day. I think that would just tire me out. I tried it in Europe with France and Italy. I went to holiday and back like 3 times. My word, was it tiring. To me, even then I had like rest days in between. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah, before I go, these are my tips. We got Geelong, we got Adelaide, we got Gold Coast, Melbourne, Hawthorn and Freo. And my gauntlet tip is... lost my voice. Adelaide. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. I'm losing my voice. And goodbye.